Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today with a twist of fate adventure. So, if you like my stories, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. I am here today with Desmond. He's been feeling tense today, and we're going to get into it because, as you saw on the intro screen, at this point in time, Desmond is 42 years old. He is actually at GeekCon because Mother Frances invited him out. Yes, he still keeps in contact with her regularly. He's going to actually see if they can come play games. Lately, he has been enjoying gaming. He's really hungry, so I'm going to let him get this tofu dog he ordered. His fun was really, really low. Desmond refers to her as Mother Frances. She called him and asked him to come to GeekCon of all places. Desmond decided to go because Frances here has been starting to learn about video games and play video games. And it's a new hobby of hers. But yeah, they talk at least once a week. And he was so tense, as you saw when we first came in game. His fun was so low that he even put aside chores and things he needed to do for the day. And I'm going to actually sell this horse poop because Desmond has horses now. So I want to give you an update on Desmond as we play. He keeps in regular contact with his father and his best friend Ja, and he talks to Francis at least once a week. The big pink elephant in the room is Michelle, his former fiance. They have not seen each other since she did not show for the wedding. It's surprising to me after 16 years, but the romance is completely in the red, but the friendship is at about 50%. And I do attribute that to them growing up together. They have bad romance, and Desmond says sometimes your gut tells you it's wrong, and then you tell that gut to be quiet. He still thinks about her sometimes, and when he does, he gets sad. A broken engagement, separated. This was his first ever woohoo partner. He's still bitter about the breakup. Even Michelle is deeply wounded. Why? I don't know. This is where they are, which is nowhere. He hasn't seen her. He did hear that she was in Chestnut Ridge because Francis told him, but they make it a point to not talk about her. But sometimes Desmond asks how she's doing. Mother Francis will answer that for him. I should be wrapping up gameplay because Desmond needs to go home and I need to update you on the rest of his life. Let's go ahead and give her a hug and then we'll just tell her goodbye. So Desmond is home and his girlfriend is calling him immediately, asking him out on a date. Harley Huddleston is Desmond's girlfriend. We're going to talk about Harley, but I don't want to talk about her right this moment. You saw the speed bill of this hotel. So I want to show you again because since the time of the speed bill, I've added some things. First, I added another overhang awning thing to put the karaoke machine under. Hopefully that will make it where it won't break down in the rain. You will also see a horse stable and two horses. This is actually a stallion right here, Sandy. We do need to get this pink bow off of his booty. This is Frosty Twist. This is a mare, and she is adopted. She was a rescue horse. Sandy is his horse. He's never going to give Sandy away. Frosty is a rescue horse. So what Desmond does is he gets rescue horses. He helps to train them. Occasionally he will breed the horses. Once he trains the rescue horses, he usually sells them. He's had Frosty for a little while, but Frosty is been temperamental in her past, and it's just her past that she has endured as a rescue horse. He does live in Tortosa now, Frosty, and we call her Frosty because of her temperament. When she came to us, she had no skills. So she's level 7 endurance, 2 jumping agility, and temperament. He is going to take her for an energetic ride. Let's follow Desmond along on this ride. One thing I love doing in Tortosa is riding the horse. It's very nice to do. I have a off-screen generations family. I think we're in Gen 7 or 8. And my son lives in this same lot and we ride the horse all the time. We're really trying to work on that temperament. When we got her for 250 simoleons. So she was worth less than 1,000. She's now worth 1,800 simoleons. This is his stallion, Sandy. He's worth 13,000 simoleons. That's because we haven't done many competitions with him. Desmond is planning to start doing that because the hotel takes up a lot of revenue. Desmond is riding home with Frosty. Desmond is getting tired, but he is going to show Sandy some love because Sandy needs cheering up. I want to show you what we have going on with our tenants at this time. This is what Desmond did with his treasure. He bought a hotel. He sleeps on the top floor. Uncertain future from state of relationship status. Desmond is concerned about his romantic relationships at the moment. Desmond is here because this tenant has trash everywhere, but we don't see them. Here they are. So let me go ahead and do a Tomarani introduction. They got trash everywhere, including out here in the hallway, and they always try to scoop it up right before you find them. He is here to deliver fine, and yes, this unit has a nice balcony. This couple is continuously a problem. I think they are visiting the hotel for 7 days, so they're gonna have to keep it clean. They're definitely not gonna be able to dump trash out. She paid the fine, and that is very good. While he's here, even though he is so tired, he is going to go ahead and upgrade the tub. While he does that, let's talk about Harley. Some of you might assume that that message is about Michelle, but it's not. He does think about her sometimes, but that message was about Harley. He's been thinking about breaking up with Harley. They've been together for 6 years. She's about 7 years younger than him. That would make her around 36 years old. Harley, she wants to be married. She is spoiled. Her family comes from a lot of money. There are things that they just don't connect on. How did he end up with her? So their story is pretty simple. After Michelle, Desmond did not date for a while. When he did, he didn't really date. He decided that he would just have some hookup partners. He stays loaded with the woohoo protection. He actually met her out at a club in the city. When he left San Salvador, he went to the city for a while thinking about an extreme change, but quickly realized that city life was not for him. He met her at the club. They woohooed that same night. She just hung around. He thought that she was on some fun type things. Oh, a ghost is hunting a unit. So we need to find that. Desmond just felt like, wow, like she's nice enough. He made it clear early on that he didn't want anything serious. Oh, there's the ghost. We found it. We need to confront the ghost. McKenna's calling, asking about a date. Now, McKenna will call sometimes, but Desmond feels like she might just try to be nosy to see what he has going on now. He doesn't know if she's reporting back to Michelle or not. He just is kind of cautious with what he talks to her about, but she probably calls every few months. Every time she calls, honestly, she is calling about a man. And I said we will do some rotational gameplay in this series. You will find out that McKenna is non-committal. You'll find out to what extreme that goes. He is going to cook him some food. He enjoys cooking, as you can see. He's thinking that this might be the day to break up with Harvey. They ended up being girlfriend and boyfriend because she asked him after a few years of what he thought was friends with benefits. Now, he wasn't callous with it. There were times she could stay over. She wanted to move in with him, and he was really careful not to do that. The relationship has been strained. This is a whims based series. I'm gonna lock these things in. We probably won't get to his whims until the next episode, which is episode 3 for him. We still got some storytelling setup to do first. Thinking he might want to break up with her. I think your leg hair length is perfect. Okay, she's a teenager. I'm gonna have him go ahead and authenticate this artifact. He still has a lot of treasures left from San Salvador. He sold just enough treasure to build the hotel, furnish it, get the horses, his first rescue horse, and to get Sandy. He just kind of authenticates one or two at a time and sells it as he needs it. I see that my horses are quite literally bumping heads. He tries to keep it clean because he doesn't want horse poop everywhere. The guests can ride the horses. If you ever been to Long Islands or beach towns, sometimes they do like horse riding excursions. So that's what Desmond offers. This one's a poor one, so he'll go ahead and sell sell it. Even though it's kind of late, he's gonna go ahead and ask Harley on a date. So Desmond got here, and the first person he saw was Frances. Frances has been everywhere, and he's just asking her how she's doing, what she is doing out there at this time of night. And she's like, I just thought I'd throw some clothes on and get out. The focus will be Desmond, but we will do some rotational gameplay. The way I see it right now is the first 3 episodes will be from Desmond's point of view. We've got to get him, he's the star of our series. We got to cast the characters who are quite interesting. We sat down and they are really not talking much right away. He doesn't usually have a whim so far about Harley. Look at their relationship. I mean, to be together so long, it's not horrible, but it's not great. He always thought that Michelle was his soulmate. And you see how he's saying he doesn't want to be tied down? That's crazy. I'm making this up, people, but I'm not making this up. He is having a love language discussion with her because that's what she wants to talk about. He is thinking he talks a lot about money because that's how she grew up. She's beautiful. Look at her. They were just raised differently. She's never had to fend for herself, and it's not a bad thing, except it comes out sometimes in their communications. There are things that Harley just does not understand about Desmond. She's a stoic sim too. I forgot to mention that. She's not overly emotional, and I do think that frustrates Desmond. A lot of the things that Harley wants to do is because what do other people think? Harley, I don't know if she loves Desmond. She does feel like they're soulmates. She feels they're deeply connected. Desmond agrees they're deeply connected, but if you look, she doesn't even know some of his traits. That's because a lot of their relationship was based on the woohoo. She just made it into a relationship. She's an adult. She's like, I know you don't want to be tied down, but look, it's been 6 years. And I can agree with her on that part. Desmond is at fault for just letting it go. If he doesn't want to be with her, he should say that. She has pushed to this point because she worries about what her friends and family and even the public, because she's on social media a lot, will think. So this is by far not a perfect relationship. Desmond is kind of beating around the bush. He is thinking about breaking up. He's wanting to break up, but she's just going in for a kiss. And she's telling him it does make him happy. Desmond's feeling passionate right now. This is what happens every time he thinks about breaking up with her. They end up getting into passionate moments because even though she's stoic, she's not like that during woohoo. And that's what connects them the most. It's just been difficult for him to break up. Now, he did manage to end things with her once, but they ended up make up woohooing. He just kind of forgot all about it. It's weird how stoic she is and then how free she can be when it comes to woohoo and things of that nature. They have this wild woohoo relationship, and it's what keeps Desmond there, even though shortly after the romance will fall, the friendship is not the tightest. Desmond's dad has even talked to him about why he's dragging this out. Desmond is just one of those people where he doesn't like to hurt feelings, and he's so afraid of having something serious that he would rather do this. They've been out all night. Their schedules are their own because they don't have traditional jobs. Harley mostly lives off of her parents' money, but look at her. She's beautiful. She definitely makes money in her social media career. She doesn't do that full time. They are back in the hot tub. Oddly enough, Harley is proposing to Desmond in the hot tub. He's saying no. It's a weird place to propose. Where did she go? He said, whoa, hold on. This is so sudden. You want to rush to get married. What's the rush? We can think about marriage again later. Desmond is gonna call it a day night. It is Harvestfest. McKenna is saying she had fun on her date. Desmond is home. He's gonna grill before he gets some sleep. He's gonna have some people over. Let me just zoom over to the horses. I think they're doing fine. I do believe that Desmond is going to go ahead and hire a ranch hand at this point in time. We got some hot water brewing in case anybody wants anything. Desmond is going to leave a fruit offering, and then he's going to go to bed. And let's go ahead while he's sleeping and decorate the hotel. Bam, we got some Harvest Fest decorations. I want to show you Desmond's view from his bedroom. Isn't that crazy? And look at this way. That is bananas. He's relaxing. Let's go ahead and invite. This might be awkward to invite Harley over, John and Oscar, and Francis. Let's look at our unit ratings. Desmond is gonna cook. And he's just getting ready for his guests. It says everyone's coming over, and they're probably here downstairs somewhere. But let's go back and look at this. So we got three 3 stars and two 4-star units. Desmond keeps a vacation list, and these are people who want to come to his hotel. Even though we're working to get that rating up higher, we still have a wait list because we're on this beachfront property. People just want to be here. When the rental time is up, he goes to his resort wait list and gets some more people for the resort. Usually, no one stays more than 7, but occasionally it happens. Let's call to meal. It looks like the two most important people in Desmond's life are here. He's saying, "Hey, let's eat." Oh, his dad's saying he saw trash. We probably need to check and see what's going on. They're just kind of enjoying their time. Oh, here's everyone else. He wants to talk to Ja, and he wants to talk to Harley, but he doesn't want to do anything that could possibly embarrass her. He's just talking about current events. I do think I'm gonna take some of the doors out of this apartment and put some archways so we can see better in game. You see how quiet Harley is. That's that stoic part of her. If Desmond's being really honest, he really misses that relationship. So we have been getting some wins. I just haven't mentioned it. He wants to socialize with close Sims. He's gonna be thankful. He's had a good harvest fest. There is something he wants to talk to his dad about. He's still thinking about that woohoo the other day. Well, Harley is leaving. Looks like Desmond definitely won't get to talk to her. He does want to talk to his dad and Ja. He wants to reflect on his life choices. Desmond is down here still cleaning up. As Desmond is out here with Sandy, working with him, he is just thinking maybe he should marry Harley. He's wanted children. At 42, he's not getting any younger. At some point, he thought about adopting, but didn't because he wanted something that looked like a more traditional family. Looking back on that time, he regrets that, but now he knows it would be hard since he doesn't work a salary job. So he doesn't have that love he wants. He wanted a woman that was his soulmate, that there was fire. Oh, Des. No, he's not gonna be clumsy. That had that fire and he wanted the whole family. He's thinking maybe he should just say yes to Harley and he could have that family. So, with that final thought, I hope you enjoyed this episode of A Twist of Fate. Next time, we will be back with Des. We will see more about the events he throws on the property and how he manages this resort. Until next time, remember keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.